Hello, so let's get started here. I'm going to be playing the United States Marine Corps at Waterloo, something that's an alpha right now. This will be me, Red. I'm here on my enemy fire grid. I start in my sea bag with a +3 in all gear. This will be different from the typical OSRs because I'm playing a time travel game here. I start with my best gear, but I may watch it regress over the course of play as the timeline corrects itself. I'm here in the United States Marine Corps. I have one company of men, as can be seen by this. My CO and my first sergeant, my XO, and my support NCO, and the truck we came in on, those are all Tango uniform. We don't have any sort of sea launch cruise missiles I can call upon. Let me get rid of this from the previous time I played it. And I can, over time, get some of these command arsenal to use in the battle. Otherwise, I have my 120mm UGV. That's an unmanned ground vehicle. I also have a heavy weapon UGV, and you have to have Marine Corps eyesight to see this sort of stuff, but it's also defined inside the game booklet here under the various things that happen. My UGV, my aces, we know this. I'm going to be playing an ROTC guy with 12 hit points. I gain 8 per level, and I start with the disadvantage, the liability, that I can pick up more of these, that I have an inferiority complex for what I am, that I am not trigger happy. The main advantage I have is that after each to the death, each battle, to try to destroy the different cores that are on the battlefield at Waterloo, I will regain my luck ace. Now, the only way I can regain my luck ace in this one is that if I still have this equipment carrier here in the mortar section, if I want to get more grenades, I need to have this one working. And if I want to get my trauma kit restored, well, I'm going to have the medical vac team available. We are going to get started. Level 1, and I will be rolling big and little right here. First action of the game, and it is 4-4. Where does that put us? Well, let's go to big and little d6. Hopefully you've seen this before. And it's going to be skirmishers. Now, what are those skirmishers going to do? I go down to my skirmishers here. I really want to fight skirmishers. And the 4 is exploited. 4-4 exploited means all characters suffer tachyon decay. Your next roll continues on skirmish, gaining XP. I like gaining an XP. 3 of those will get me to level 2. However, tachyon decay, rolling a d6 there. I got myself a 2. A 2 is going to make my body armor. I can pop down to it, just show you the table. Otherwise, you're going to have to trust me that I've memorized it. A 2, drop your protection by, so suddenly I'm no longer wearing this protective gear. Modern Marine Corps, I've regressed back to, Vietnam War. That's no good. What happened? Well, it's part of the time travel that's going on. All right, and I'm still stuck in skirmish by that action here. Double checking that to make sure it's the same old calamity ensues as part of the game. That's to the death. And we have ambush. Are we ambush? It was skirmish. Setback. I'm finding it. Exploited. Exploited. Gaining XP. Next event roll is still on skirmish. They're still shooting on me. And a 1. A 1 on skirmish here is going to be expied. Increase the enemy awareness level. If party commands suffer mishap, gaining XP. XPs will come fast and furious in this, and you'll need them. But this enemy awareness level, now not only are the infantry that I immediately am attacking aware of me, but cavalry as well. And the first action I should do is I probably should move. Let me see. Should I attack Ney straight out? Ooh, he's a bad one. How about if we just go after Riel here? Riel. French pronunciation, they drop the E's for everything else. The French love to put extra vowels into words that they don't pronounce. Editorial. I can get in trouble for that. Alright, here we go, continuing with my game, rolling big and little d6. And I'm rolling a 64. It's going to be Calamity. I go over to Calamity Ensues, 64. It might have caught me. I'm fearing distant explosions. Now, distant explosion occurs only for characters that have self-doubts. I don't have self-doubts. I would lose all my aces and remove self-doubts. But because I don't have self-doubt, there's a 50-50 chance, and a 1, 2, or 3, I now have self-doubts on what's happening with this whole time travel thing. No, I'm a former engineer. I've played some time travel scenarios in my life, so, and next big and little. 55. 55 is going to be a 2 to death versus the core here. So let's set it up. Here comes the core at me. It's a French core, so it's going to have 3 deep, not 4. Oh, 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 oh. What did you do there, son? You're trying to run already. Don't run so quickly. So I set up the core that I'm fighting. There's going to be 12 of these guys in column formation. And 12, I bet you're thinking, hey, that's a lot. Well, it is a lot, especially if my gear regresses any more than it is. I will roll 2 to death with that 5. A 2 to death roll of 5 is going to be tactics.
More later.